Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade have done it again. Just when everyone thought the team was settling into their rhythm, the franchise has dropped an urgent bombshell on the NBA world that has everyone talking. Fans, analysts, and even rival organizations are scrambling to understand the full scope of what's happening in San Francisco because the Warriors have once again shifted the conversation. And this time, it feels monumental. This isn't just another minor update or a routine roster movie. This is something that could alter the team's direction for the rest of the season and beyond. And it's not speculation anymore. It's confirmed. The Warriors are making noise and the league is officially on alert. For years, Golden State has been at the center of major headlines. From dynasty runs to shocking injuries, from unforgettable championship parades to tough playoff exits, their Warriors have always found ways to dominate, not only on the court, but also in the storylines that define NBA history. But this time, the news feels different. This isn't just about the Warriors being the Warriors. It's about them making a definitive statement that they are not done competing at the highest level, no matter how much doubt has surrounded them recently. When this update broke, social media exploded. Fans rushed to their phones to share reactions, with some celebrating and others in disbelief. Rival fans, of course, tried to dismiss it as overhype. But deep down everyone knows when their Warriors make a move of this magnitude, it carries weight. This is the same franchise that shocked the world by signing Kevin Durant back in 2016. The same group that has retold and reimagined itself multiple times while still keeping Stephen Curry as the heartbeat of it all. And now the Warriors have dropped another piece of breaking news that is shaking the basketball community from top to bottom. What's so fascinating about the timing of this announcement is that the Warriors were facing so many questions heading into this part of the season. Could they keep up with the younger, faster teams in the West? Was the core of Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson still capable of anchoring a contender? Were the young players like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Brandon Podziemski ready to take the next step? And would the front office finally pull the trigger on a bold move that could reshape the roster and maximize the remainder of Curry's prime? Well, their Warriors have answered in dramatic fashion. This bombshell didn't just come out of nowhere. If you've been paying attention closely, there were small signs building up to this moment. Steve Kerr had hinted in recent interviews that changes might be on the horizon, talking about how the team needed to adapt to stay competitive. Front office executives had reportedly been working the phones, exploring multiple scenarios, but the idea of something truly urgent and confirmed wasn't fully clear until now. And suddenly, their Warriors have turned those whispers into a thunderous announcement that has every sports network scrambling to adjust their coverage. Fans at Chase Center were buzzing before tip-off when word spread of the confirmation. It almost didn't feel real because the Warriors have been known to keep things under wraps until the very last minute. But as soon as it hit the national media, there was no going back. Golden State has chosen its path forward. And whether fans love it or fear it, the message is loud and clear. The dynasty is not ready to fade quietly. Stephen Curry, as always, remains at the center of the story. He has been the face of the franchise for over a decade, and every big decision the Warriors make ultimately ties back to maximizing his window of greatness. Curry has been carrying the load night after night. And while his brilliance is undeniable, even he knew he couldn't do it alone. This latest update is about giving him the tools and support necessary to keep competing with the very best. And Curry's reaction behind the scenes reportedly says it all. He's locked in. He's motivated. And he believes the Warriors still have what it takes to chase another championship. Draymond Green, too, has been vocal in recent weeks about the team's urgency. He's always been the emotional leader, the player unafraid to speak his mind, and insiders say he's been pushing hard for the organization to be aggressive. Whether it's through trades, signings, or internal adjustments, Green wanted to see the Warriors act decisively, and that's exactly what this bombshell represents. And then there's Klay Thompson, whose future has been the subject of constant speculation. Would he stay long-term? Would the team move on from him after all he's done? This announcement in many ways directly impacts him as well. Thompson has had his ups and downs, but his value in the locker room and his legacy with the team cannot be denied. Their Warriors making such a bold move now shows they're not giving up on their veterans, but rather surrounding them with the right pieces to succeed. Of course, the younger players are just as affected by this development. Jonathan Kuminga has emerged as a player with star potential, but his role has been in flux depending on the night. Moses Moody has shown flashes of brilliance, yet he's still fighting for consistent minutes. This urgent decision by the Warriors could mean expanded roles for the young guns, or it could mean the organization is leveraging their potential to bring in even more proven talent. Either way, it changes the dynamic entirely. Around the league, rival executives are reportedly stunned. Some had believed the Warriors were going to ride things out quietly this season, perhaps waiting until the off-season to make their biggest moves. Instead, they've thrown down the gauntlet right now, signaling to every other contender that Golden State is serious. Teams like the Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers, and Phoenix Suns were already preparing for a tough playoff run, but this news forces them to reconsider everything. Their Warriors just became a bigger threat overnight, and no one can ignore it. What's also striking is how the fan base is responding. On one hand, there's pure excitement. Fans love bold moves and love when their team makes headlines for refusing to settle. On the other hand, there's anxiety because any urgent bombshell comes with risks. Did the Warriors sacrifice too much? Did they make the right call? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The team has given their fans something to rally around, something to debate endlessly, and something to look forward to in the weeks ahead. Think back to all the times this team has been counted out. In 2015, no one believed they could win a title with a so-called jump shooting team. In 2019, after injuries devastated them, many thought their dynasty was over. And yet they came back in 2022 to win another championship, proving doubters wrong once again. Now with this breaking confirmation, their Warriors are reminding everyone that they don't care about the outside noise. Golden State has spoken. The message is clear. They're not done. They're not backing down and they're not fading into the background. The NBA has been warned. The fans have been energized. And the Warriors have once again proven that they know how to keep the league on its toes. So, as the news continues to ripple through the basketball world, one thing is for certain, their Warriors have made their intentions known. And the rest of the NBA better be ready. Because whenever Golden State drops a bombshell, history shows that it's never just for show. It's the beginning of something big.